Monday. Let's get it popping. Caleb Williams, he is the #1 overall pick. Supposed to be all everything, but his game yesterday, atrocious, ugly, despicable. I mean, it was just bad, y'all. 12 for 29, not 14 29, 93 yards. Where they do that at? Not in Chicago.
But did they win?
They did.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Pick six, block punt, touchdown. It was a full team football game. Again, privileged to be on this show because to my left is a person who's played more quarterback than probably everybody on this earth, minus 50 people, and it's about 8 billion people walking the earth. So, Chase, you are a prized person to answer this question. You played quarterback in Chicago, too, so you really a prized person to answer this question. How worried are you about Caleb Williams' debut? I'm
not worried at all. Look, this is what we said was going to happen. The defense would have to carry it. This is to be expected about a rookie quarterback. But, Dacha, we talked about it on our show on Wednesday. We got a little sound to show you what the Bears can expect moving forward from their defense. Let's run it right now. For a rookie quarterback, here you go, Dacha, what is your favorite friend?
And a really good defense.
A really good defense. I think it is crucial for Matt Eberflus to have this defense playing from the start really, really fast. And that's what I mean by defense and special teams will win you ball games while a rookie quarterback develops. Guys, I'm not going to overreact because on this Overreaction Monday, by the way, I love breaking down film on a Monday in an NFL season when you can actually get into the X's and O's. That's what you're getting here on the facility. When you watch the game, there were a couple plays that he made that were okay. At the end of the day, it just goes to the Bears defense. Matt Eberflus, we talked about it here. We went in depth. They finished #1 in almost every major statistical category the last 8 games of the year. That offense is going to get rolling. Look, they got all the weapons in the world. So at the end of the day, I don't want to overreact to a poor game because it was poor by Caleb. Just the numbers. You look at the numbers. They didn't even throw for 100 yards, 14 to 29, 93 yards, scrambled around a little bit. That defense in Chicago, especially in the wintertime, because you said I play there, it gets cold.
Yes,
it gets windy. And it's not just you played a ton. But the wind, what's crazy about this for a quarterback, and probably one of the main reasons no quarterback's ever thrown for 4,000 yards in Chicago, is the wind doesn't go in one direction, Nacho. Okay? It swirls like that. So you look at kickers. Okay, bro, I was Cody Parkey when the double doink game. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, I digress. That's a bad situation. But I'm not too worried.
I'm with you. Jay, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the Caleb Williams debut at all because Caleb Williams, he just got to calibrate. Anybody that's even hooped in their life, the moment you walk into a basketball gym, the first thing you do, you start right there and you make your layups. And then you move about 4 feet away, you make your bank shot. Then you move to the free throw line. Then you move to the three-point line. Then you move to the corner. Then you move to the wing. Then you move to the elbow. You got to
get half court.
You got to calibrate. All Caleb Williams has to do right now is calibrate. There's an adjustment from high school to college. Hey, I can do certain things in college that I can't necessarily do in the NFL. I can do certain things in high school that I can't necessarily do in college. There's a calibration period. We calibrate ourselves in life. When you get into a new car, you test it. Okay, how fast this one go from 0 to 60? How fast this one go from 0 to 60? So Caleb Williams is quite literally just living through what we all live through in sports and in life. It's a calibration period. Floyd Mayweather would say when he got into the boxing ring, he would just test his jab and just see, hey, how they responded to this jab, how they responded to this jab. So now I'm calibrating my distance, I'm calibrating my speed, I'm calibrating his size, I'm calibrating everything. All Caleb Williams did was a calibration game. James Jones, I ain't worried, big dog.
That's all he did?
He circled something.
Uh-oh, Jay.
It's early, but he circled something right. I don't know what it is.
I'm not going to overreact neither, but what I will say, Chase and Acho, they're not finna win games like they won yesterday. Consistently.
Yeah, of course.
Levis pick six.
They're not going to be in the playoffs if this young fella don't play well. I'm not going to overreact neither, but what I will say is, offensive coordinator, you do not have Justin Fields. You have Caleb Williams. And what I mean by that is these jumbo formation and these 2 tight end sets where he's under center and he's play action passing and he's doing all that. You know what Caleb Williams is special at? He's special at spreading people out. You got Swift in the backfield. You got 2 wide receivers. 4 wide receivers on the outside, a good tight end. Let's go to work. You have 3 really good receivers and 2 really good tight ends. Let the young fella see it. You know what? He don't got to read that much if you in for a wide and he getting this football out of his hands and he can create. I want to see the offensive coordinator do a better job. But I'm not going to overreact because I was a rookie before. And I was a rookie in preseason to where, like, man, I'm finna destroy this league like Jerry Rice. And then I came into the real thing, and I'm like, Lord have mercy. Peanut Tillman ain't like the
Peanut punch.
the free agent corner that I just was playing with in the third quarter in Pittsburgh. Peanut Tillman different. So I understand all that. It's a different game. These dudes out here are the starters. You had LaDarius Sneed out there. You got big-time playmakers out there. It was going to be difficult on them. But I need to see this OC dial some different stuff up, but I'm not going to overreact.
I'm not panicking either, though. I mean, I have a rule, though. My rule is I never grade and judge rookies because I know how hard it is to be a rookie. And to be a quarterback, when I was a rookie, right, and I was starting, I wasn't worried about having 150 yards. I wasn't worried about none of that. All right, don't mess this protection up. Okay, I got this guy to that guy. Okay, yo, hold the ball with two hands, don't fumble it. I wasn't doing it with one hand. I wasn't doing it. So I was different. So my thing is I'm not judging a rookie. And another thing with this, out of all the #1 pick overall quarterbacks, right, let's go through it. Since 2002, he's the first one to win. You know the last one to win it? David Carr.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? They lost their first game. I remember we always talk about Cam Newton's first career game was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know they lost.
Yes,
they lost. So this guy, he didn't play well, but he won the game.
Yeah.
He can learn off this tape. There's a lot of tape to learn on because he did a lot of bad things he did.
Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's still a rookie. Yeah. He's going to grow, and eventually he's going to look back and say, yo, I am Caleb Williams, the guy I thought I was.
Hey, when we return, I've been waiting for this moment because the Eagles played the Packers on Friday. There was a $1,000 bet. James and Shane.
I forgot.
$1,000 bet. I wanted James to pay in front of y'all. Not in front of me, not in front of him. I need y'all to watch him give him that stack in the facility. We make sure these bets get paid off.
I need it.
When we return, Jalen Hurts, he won the game, but he didn't play great. Back in the day, Dak Prescott, they got the W yesterday in a dominant fashion, but before the game even began, one of the biggest players in one of the biggest sports in our world signed one of the biggest deals you will ever see in sports, the first $60 million man. So it may not come when you want it, but it'll be there right on time. That's what they say in the church now. Shady McCoy, get it started, big dog. Was it the right move for the Cowboys to make Dak Prescott the highest paid? Let's get to it.
Football's back?
It's back, baby.
Football's back.
It is back.
Now, ladies and gentlemen out there, my voice, Eagles had a good game. I'm going side to side in the bar. You know how that is.
Just make
I'm going to say it's the right move, right? Dak Prescott did have a MVP type of caliber year last year. All pro, hard to do.
Hard to do.
So I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's what the market is. The market is the next quarterback should jump over the next one, right? And they look at the market, you got Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, and Tua. He should jump over them guys. Only thing with Dak Prescott is, and I hate to gotta be a but, but it's a but. We know what he's gonna give you. So you're making him highest paid quarterback of all time and all that, right? And you give him all this money, but we know what to expect. 12 wins, good season, maybe an all-pro, but we get in the playoffs, Dak Prescott is not there no more. We watch that over and over and over again. He gets there and he don't win. And when he is getting there, he looks the worst. The Niners game, the Packers game. I can keep going forever. I mean, let's talk about this for a second, though. Where's my notes at? Because
You got to make sure he gets his point in.
No. I don't want to hate on Dak, but a guy like Troy Aikman. He's really, really good for the Cowboys, right? I don't know if he's the most talented, but he's really, really good. And he's making more than his whole career in 1 year. Way more losses. I don't want to get into that Troy Aikman, Dak Prescott. All I'm saying is, if I'm giving you a certain amount of money, I want some different type of results. And I feel like every year with the Cowboys, he's going to give you the same results. Good regular season, bad postseason.
Do you think he deserves $5 million more a year than Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, and Trevor Lawrence, though? That's a lot.
I mean, I would say, like Trevor Lawrence is okay, right? We see what he did this weekend. Yeah, look good, and then the Trevor Lawrence shows up. Jordan Love, young, new, so I get what I'm saying. Only thing about Dak is you 2-5 in the playoffs. That's not good enough for me to get $6 million a year.
I think, Chase, right move. I think paying Dak Prescott was the right move. I think it was the wrong time. If you wanted to pay Dak Prescott and make him the highest paid, why not do that 3 months ago and do it for $55 million instead of doing it for $60 million? If you want to give Dak Prescott $60 million, good, you should. Why not do it at the end of the season when you're more sure about the money that you're going to give him and about the player that he is? You've already seen him for 8 years, but maybe at the end of the season, he would do what Jared Goff did for the Lions and take the Cowboys further than they've gone in 30 years. Paying Dak Prescott was absolutely the right move. It was simply the wrong time. You could have paid Dak Prescott 3 months ago and saved $5 million. You could have paid CeeDee Lamb 4 months ago and saved $4 million. But instead, you make it bad for Dak. You make it bad for your fan base. You make it bad for you, Jerry Jones. I do believe right move, absolutely the right move. But James Chase, wrong time.
Yeah, so we had Stephen Jones on our podcast, actually, Athletic Scoop City podcast, 3 months ago.
Okay.
Okay, or a couple months ago. And he was talking about, are you